A terrifying mask defines so many popular horror movies, and fans are sharing the ones that creep them out the most. With Terrifier 2 in theaters, fans will get the chance to see the horrifying Art the Clown once again in his cruel, menacing mask. Every classic or recent horror movie killer wears a mask to hide their identity, but this costume choice also serves the crucial purpose of creeping audiences out at every turn.
I can barely breathe. This is summer. We're kids. I can barely breathe. I'm having a fucking asthma attack.
There are several masks that fans associate with their film or franchise, and these masks set the unnerving tone of the entire story. From the white mask that a famous figure from a beloved slasher is never seen without to the face that is reminiscent of Cupid, people are discussing the horror movie masks that have gotten under their skins.
Looks like a Japanese horror movie.
Sam's burlap sack Trick or Treat, 2009. Trick or Treat is a popular watch around this time of year.
Happy fucking Halloween.
As the characters decorate their houses for the holiday, dress up in costumes, wonder about the Halloween bus massacre that happened years before, and see a small figure with a burlap sack on their head walking around town. Redditor Hagi said Sam from Trick or Treat is my favorite when it comes to horror movie masks. The underrated horror anthology sets up a mysterious tone right away, as no one knows who Sam is, although it seems like a little kid is walking around looking for candy and wearing a costume that reminds fans of a pumpkin. It's perfectly chilling learning the truth about Sam, the baby mask. Happy Death Day, 2017. Redditor Midnight Island 412 posted that the Happy Death Day killer has an eerie mask, and that's definitely true. Tree Gelman is stunned to find that someone has killed her and she continues to die and wake up again and again. The film is all about Tree's investigation, but it's hard not to focus on the baby-like mask itself. This mask is brilliant as the big blue eyes, puffy cheekbones, and surprised expression all feel haunting. It's impossible not to look at this face and know that something terrible is going to happen or maybe has already taken place. While the movie does have comedic moments, the mask isn't funny at all.
Isn't funny, Jack.
The Cupid Mask The Strangers, 2008. For Redditor Callie Coven, the mask the blonde girl killer in The Strangers wore is a horrifying horror movie mask that has really stuck with them. The fan continued, those Cupid bow lips really creep me out. And I like the fact that it doesn't cover the top of her forehead. While the other masks are absolutely scary, including the one that is literally just fabric with eyes and mouth holes cut out which makes the killer look really sad, the Cupid-like mask does stand out. The dark pink blush on each cheek is a sharp reminder that nothing about this is sweet or innocent as three intruders show up at the couple's door to kill them. Hannibal Lecter's eerie mask The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. The Silence of the Lambs features the smart horror villain Hannibal Lecter, who is always one step ahead of the people trying to control him. He also has an absolutely shocking mask that he wears throughout the film. Redditor Gummyzerg mentioned the scene when Hannibal Lecter is escaping his cell through the ambulance and he removes someone's face to use as a mask. The fan wrote, "That is probably the creepiest mask since it's someone else's face." The fact that this doesn't even face Hannibal and he's fine with this makes it even worse. Jason Voorhees hockey mask Friday the 13th, 1980. When horror fans think about the most well-known masks, the one that Jason Voorhees wears definitely comes to mind. The Friday the 13th villain has such a famous look that it's fair to say that the other parts of the first film pale in comparison. One Redditor wrote, "There's nothing more iconic and scary than Jason's hockey mask, especially as a kid. Seeing a hockey mask worn in this context makes it more frightening as it's meant to be worn during fun games where athletes work hard and fans cheer them on in the stands. It's also a sign of trouble to come. Audiences see a glimpse of this mask and immediately know what's going to happen." The child sack mask The Orphanage, 2007. The Orphanage is as sad and haunting as it is scary. The main character, Laura Garcia Rodriguez, sees a child wearing a mask made out of sack material. Redditor Panic of Dreams said, "That mask added so much to the tone of the movie." Laura is shown this mask at a crucial part in the story as she is taking care of a young boy named Simon and he has disappeared. This mask is upsetting and hints at the trauma that Laura is experiencing and the secret that her mind has been hiding from her as she's not ready to face it yet. This isn't an ordinary horror movie as it has an emotional core and the mask brings up strong feelings, too. Michael Myers' White Mask Halloween, 1978. There are many slasher villains on Michael Myers' level, but there will never be anyone like the killer first seen in the 1978 film hanging around Laurie Strode's seemingly innocent neighborhood. Redditor Callie Coven posted that the Halloween mask really is iconic. Knowing Michael's background makes him worse, since he killed his family and didn't show remorse or any feeling at all. But seeing Michael with his pale mask and fast walk is a daunting experience. This mask is unique as it mimics the fact that Michael doesn't have emotions and it's a blank slate. The Animal Masks Your Next, 2014. Your Next offers up surprises at a family gathering that Eric Harson is attending with her partner. Redditor In Love with a Who posted that the animal masks from Your Next were pretty creepy. The fan continued, anything that covers up a face makes it unnerving because our brains can't identify if there's a potential threat or not. In this case, the animal masks conceal a massive secret that becomes clear at the end of the movie, a twist that is appreciated because it's tough to guess. The masks measure up to others used in slasher films. The Grabber, the Black Phone, 2022. The Grabber from the Black Phone is one of the best Blumhouse horror villains, and he changes masks several times. Redditor Zaniteshin shared that this killer wears terrifying masks and wrote, "That one has stayed with me for a couple weeks now," and added that the masks are straight up designed to scare the bejesus out of you, which I respect. The Grabber has masks for what he's feeling, but they all show a sinister grin that also looks a bit sad. While of course no one sympathizes with him, these masks do feel memorable, and they do suggest that he has a lot going on inside his head that audiences aren't ever going to know about.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video.
Go ahead, do it!
The Cupid Mask Valentine, 2001. The 2001 film Valentine sees Jeremy Melton growing up, changing his name to Adam Carr, and getting revenge on the people who bullied him when they were in junior high. Jeremy/Adam wears a mask that looks like Cupid. Redditor Cavalum wrote, "I always thought the cherub mask from Valentine was one of the creepiest. The overall movie is corny and doesn't have many scares, but the mask itself does feel unsettling since Cupid is usually such an innocent figure in pop culture and history. When compared to other horror masks, this one might not exactly be the stuff of nightmares, but it does feel strange to look at it for too long."